yarn and your favorite tea. There's a place where friends can be. Every stitch tells a story. Every color shines so bright. Welcome to Horizon Crochet, where creativity finds its way. Laugh a little, stay a while. Share a pattern, share a smile. At Horizon Crochet, we're all friends here, making memories year after year. One stitch at a time, we'll grow together, crocheting through every kind of weather. Grab your yarn, grab your tea. Come crochet with Kelly. Horizon Crochet.
Okay, it wasn't me this time. So can I at least take credit for that, Kathleen? I fixed it, and I don't know what happened there. My settings didn't save. So sorry about that, guys. How embarrassing! I swear, I thought I had that beat. Okay, you can hear me now. So it wasn't muted. So it was a setting in my program that I use. I was like, because didn't you see me in the beginning tap it and everything? I was like, "Oh, I'm on the ball today." Anyway, hi, I'm Kelly, and welcome to Horizon Crochet, where technology happens and all that kind of stuff. So, but we're here. I know, it's so funny. It's just like, if Barb is here, Grandma's Crochet Corner, she understands. She feels my pain. And you want to know how Barb understands? It's because she always forgets to hit go live. And just like she forgets that, I always mute myself and forget to come off mute. Oh, laugh it up. Laugh it up. I'm glad. I'm glad it brings you joy. It does me too. You know what? I can't take myself too seriously. And if I do start to, please let me know. So anyway, I was on a roll. I was talking about the Norton family being my fam jam. I was talking about Kathleen, and I was saying all of these nice things about Jen. Okay, let's take a look. And Kayleen, I think it's Kayleen, is here. I'm super excited to see her, and Anastasia. And yeah, so, and Diana, thank you, Diana, for saying hi and saying hello and coming in and checking in on me. I appreciate you all. Okay, so, yes, I do. I actually did see you tap it. I did. It was unmuted, Kathleen. Like it was the program this time, but I won't keep repeating that over and over again. there's a couple of things I wanted to chat about today. I put 2 videos on the channel. One is a little different than what I normally do here, and then the other is similar to it. Also, my blanket is getting a little too big to keep bringing back and forth up and down the stairs, which it's not that I can't get it up and down the stairs, but it's becoming unwieldy a little bit for me here at my desk and everything. So I have to think of another project that's a little bit smaller, and then I could just keep the blanket and bring it down every once in a while. What's some other things? Hey, Sarah, good to see you. And I was talking about Kayleen. Kayleen's name, her channel name is Colorful Craft for the Soul. And I was just going on about how I enjoy her quiet, relaxing videos and how she's always outside. And when she's outside, I feel like I'm kind of sitting on the front porch with her as she's doing her videos. And she's got some great information on there if you want to check it out. She's a new creator, and take a look, take a peek. And I'm just happy that you're all here. Sarah, you missed it. Were you here, Sarah, for my debacle? Sarah made some gorgeous Pride bucket hats for me. And I'm not sure, I was going to let her share them, but maybe I'll share a picture later if she's okay with it. I like to show off all my friends' stuff as well. And if you're working on any projects that you just finished or just wrapped up on, or you're halfway through and you want to show pictures, I do have a web page for Horizon Crochet, and I'll share that in just a few minutes. If you want us to post it on there and share it with everybody, let us know. And I'm just excited. I'm always excited on Friday afternoons because it's the end of the work week, weekend's starting. I get to spend time with you all, and then Barb has her crochet special, and then more activities with the family after that. So I love a Friday, So, and Sarah missed it. Oh, go ahead and show. Okay, I'll show you a picture of a couple of bucket hats. I'm styling one of them. You're just rocking this bucket hat, and I love it. So let me go ahead, because there's a parade coming up in our local area, and I love this bucket hat. So I'm going to show you a silly picture of me with the bucket hat. And isn't that a pretty bucket hat? It's so pretty, and she made me 2 of them. So I'm super excited. If you like the bucket hat, give me a thumbs up. Was that trickery? Is that sneaky? Anyway, so that's me and the bucket hat. Sarah made a couple of those. I'm going to bring them on our in-person meetup that we have on Saturdays, our crochet group, and show it off to them as well, because I think they'd really enjoy it. Isn't it so pretty? It's so many, and we used Sarah picked the colors out, and I just picked up the yarn. We just used loops and threads, cotton yarn, and you thought I had dyed my hair purple? I would take a lot of bleach, and a lot of color. I don't know, I have I have a relative who started to go gray at 13 years old, Brianna. True story. She was 13 years old. She started to go gray, and we had fun with it. And we would dye her hair all funky colors, any color she wanted. I was like, sure, if your hair is going to change colors on you anyway, let's go ahead and have some fun with it. And I think one of their favorites was purple. So if I was ever to dye my hair, you got the right color, Brianna. It would probably be purple. And to get back on track, Brianna's actually helping me here. I did share 2 videos on the channel. I don't remember if I got that part out when I was still having a little bit of mic issues, but I did put 2 videos out this week. One was a different one, and I did that for Jerry, just Jerry. She's got a channel around keto and carnivore and healthy eating and that kind of thing, so I did a keto recipe. If you saw it and viewed it, it's not something I normally do, and it's the funniest thing. My husband was like, you a cooking video, you a recipe? And I was like, well, it's not really a recipe if you watch it. It's just hands full. So it's It's not really measuring. And the other video was the tour that Sarah and I took at the Little Red Mitten in St. Thomas, Ontario. It is a local small business yarn shop that is huge for a local small business yarn shop. And I saw a bunch of comments on there, and I appreciate everybody's support and love on that video. It took me a little figuring out. I've made videos before, but I'm rusty. So to pull out good old Clipchamp and edit that out, and I'm going to have to learn a different program. I think I've grown out of Clipchamp because it wasn't doing what I wanted it to do, because it doesn't have the capabilities to do what I want it to do. So anyway, thank you so much if you watch those videos. I appreciate it. I was a little nervous to put a real video up, that's pre-recorded. Not sure why, but I was a little nervous about that. So thank you so much for everybody's kind words about it. And I didn't even talk during it. So just wanted to say thanks for the support. Hey, Roman. Roman's in the house. Roman is a fine crochet designer as well. The skinny scarf. Roman, I shared a video on Yarn Over Hook. If you all haven't heard of Yarn Over Hook, you should totally check it out. It's a great crochet community social media website that people share lots of things. And I shared my video over there, my little tour of the Little Red Mitten. Go check it out there. If you didn't see it on the YouTube channel, you could see it in either one. It's great. The Roman. Yes, it's the Roman. Hey, it's island style. How's the puppy? How's the puppy doing? Oh my goodness, I forget her first name. I remember her as the island crocheter, because she lives on an island. Let us know how your puppy's doing. It's not a puppy. All dogs are puppies to me. If you have a dog, it's a puppy, regardless of how old or how big it is. So yeah, thank you so much for the support of those videos. As I get more courage and dive back into making videos, just thank you. That's all. Just wanted to say thank you. I think it's kind of funny, though. I've noticed that there's this trend on YouTube right now, and I don't know why or the analytics behind it, but people are gravitating more towards lives than they are pre-recorded. Really curious about that, and here I am trying to go the other way. I want to bring you guys more programs, different things around crochet and areas, and what it's like to be a fairly new crocheter. I still feel like I'm a new crocheter. I'm still learning every day, making mistakes every day. It's great. But I want to try and do that a little bit more. Let me see here. Let me catch up. She's on the mend. Kiva. Antoinette. That's right. Antoinette. And Antoinette has an adorable Labrador Retriever, and she's just a little under the weather. So I just wanted to check on her. Diana, Kelly, if I send you a Discord while you're live, does that come through and interrupt? I don't think it will. Diane, if you want, go for it. You shouldn't hear it. I should hear it, but you should not, with the way I have my program set up. But as we figured out in the beginning of the live, some of my settings aren't saving. So if you want to go ahead and do it, we'll find out. Nothing like the present. Kayleen, interrupted. My hubby's preparing to leave for the day. No worries. I like to see my husband off and greet him when he comes home too. Makes him smile, so it's worth it to me. So I totally understand, Kayleen. So grateful for the shout out. Oh, hey, you're in there in the trenches just like us doing your thing. And you shouted out me and Sammy at Yarn Over Hook. So thank you for the shout out. I appreciate it. Hey, Bon Bon, good to see you. Did you see my Little Red Mitten video? No pressure or anything. You don't have to go look at it right now or anything, Bon Bon. But Bon Bon and I like to talk about the local stuff. I'm all up for talking to anybody from anywhere, but it is kind of neat to have somebody local like Sarah to talk about some of the local things and events going on. And let's see here. Yeah, Diane, don't know if you sent it yet because I haven't heard it, but we'll find out. Okay, I prefer to do lives. I don't have enough subscribers to do them. I always did lives on Facebook. Interesting, Kaylee. I am not a YouTube pro. I started with live. I started this channel with lives, and I didn't tell a whole lot of people about it in the beginning. And some of the people that follow me found me. Kathleen. Kathleen tracked me down and found me. She gave me the biggest smile one day. But I was nervous to tell everybody, especially with lives, right? Erica's in the house. Hello, Erica. Good to see you. Oh, she's working, so she might be a little less chatty than normal. Well, Erica's not a real chatty, but you know what I mean. She might be quiet in the background. And it's so great to see everybody. And I'm so glad to hear Kiva's on the mend, you know. She looked, the poor thing. Anyway, so what am I working on today as I'm chatting? I'm working on my blanket here still. And it's getting a little bit too big now to keep hauling up and down. And as I was coming down here and I was pulling it up on my table, it was like I was knocking everything all over the place. And I thought this is a great project that I could do if I was recording a video instead of doing it on a live, and then I could introduce another project during the live, or do something a little more less long term. So I'm still figuring all this stuff out. I'm just glad you all are sticking around with me while I'm figuring it all out. And yeah, so just finished Pugsley the Market Pup. Ooh, I wonder what that looks like. It sounds adorable, Kayleen. I was excited to find you. Kathleen, I was really excited you did find me. So I'm very happy. I'm not complaining, and I think you know that. But it does make me laugh. It does make me laugh. I think the two most memorable sneaks that sneak found me is somebody that lives down the street from me. That really startled me, but it was funny at the same time. And then Kathleen, and I'm just super grateful because they were there from the beginning. What I'm trying to say, Kayleen, is I would still go live even if you don't have too many followers. I only have 91 subscribers. I'm not even at 100 yet, and I'm just not worrying about it yet. I do think about it. I won't pretend like I don't think about it. I want to do well, and I figure it's not the success I'm after, but what I'm looking at is, am I bringing value to your all's time? And that's what I think about personally myself. But oh, your husband will be on the new video. That's exciting. Booby Goats is here. Hi, Erin. Good to see you. Loved your cooking video. I think Bon Bon said something too. Thank you so much, Erin. I appreciate that. It was definitely out of my zone. My comfort zone is not in the kitchen. I know, history and all that kind of stuff, assumptions that goes, generalizations, but my husband is a much better cook than I am. And I just make food that people can digest. So, but I really do like that recipe that I did a video on. It's easy. It helps me prep for work days when I have to go into the office, and also my daughter will take some to work with her. So I'm so glad you enjoyed it, Erin. It was fun to make. It was definitely different. I learned one very important lesson. Don't forget to turn your phone sideways instead of keeping it this way. Make sure you turn your phone sideways. I forgot, and I recorded the whole thing and didn't realize it until I sat down to edit it. But so that was fun. It was fun to do. Let's see here. I am going to do a small contest today. I know it's almost 20 after 5 now. I usually start them. This is going to be something super easy. I'm going to say something or talk about something or ask you a question towards the end of the live. There isn't any prize for this other than bragging rights, but I will ask a few questions at the end of the live for bragging rights if you all want to participate, and all you have to do is just listen to me babble, and that's it. So but I will ask a question. I think I did this during my kickoff week once, and it was fun. It was fun at the end to see if everybody caught on to my mystery thing, phrase, comment, however you would like to put it. Let me catch up with the chat here. Anastasia got to eat some dinner. I wanted to pop in and say hello. Thank you so much, Coffee Mama. And I want to hear all about that crocodile stitch dragon that you're making. When you have a chance, go eat your dinner, enjoy your family and your time. But I would love to hear about it. And your husband's going to be in the new video, Kayleen. That's exciting. I'll get to meet him. I don't think my husband's kind of like a sit back, relax. He's the wise, quiet one. I'm the loud, talkative, crazy one. So I'm going to let him relax in the background. YouTube won't let me do live until I hit 50 subscribers. I don't understand that, Kayleen, because not that I don't believe you. Jen said the same thing. Jen's in here. Jen could vouch for that, absolutely. But I didn't have that. I wonder if it has something to do with Prime. Or not Prime, Premium. YouTube Premium. I am Premium Light on YouTube. And I wonder if that kind of bypasses that 50 subscribers. I have no idea what I'm talking about, though. It's just a hypothetical theory that I'm wondering. Because I definitely went live with like 7 people. So I'd be curious to find out. Pugsley, not my husband. My husband would rather not. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, some family members will pop in and out, some won't, but Pugsley, I would love to meet Pugsley in your video as well. What an adorable name. Kathleen says, I love it. Digestible is the only criteria that really matters. Thank you, Kathleen. There are some people who really enjoy their recipes, their food, and cooking. My mother and my sister are some of those people, and they love to take cooking classes, and they're very into that, and different tastings, and they have a really fine palate, and they can tell you exactly what's in a recipe, just with a bite, and I have no clue. I just say, is it good? Okay, it's good. Okay, so I'm with you there. Digestible. That's our new thing. It's just got to be digestible. No, there are a lot of bad things out there that are digestible, but yes, I like that theory. Thummies, thank you so much. I keep getting Anastasia and Antoinette mixed up now. Yeah, if you are a preemie, Kayleen, interesting. I wonder if I do have another channel that's old and collecting dust and has been for a year or more. I don't know if YouTube is smart enough to know that, because that channel does have a okay number. Let's see, Bonbon's setting off Nightbot. Let's see what she's doing. Beat me to it. Nightbot doesn't like that. Thank you. Let's see what's Bonbon. Thummies, I'm Premium. Hello, everybody. Hey, Mary. Good to see you. Rolling down the river. Mary's here. Thank you, Mary, for stopping in. Hope you're feeling all right. Are you working on anything in particular today, Mary? Crochet or knit? Antoinette, you got me. You get me to it. I was just about to put that in the chat. What did she say? Oh, thummies. Thank you so much. You guys are so great. Thank you so much. All right, let me get going here on this blanket. So yeah, I have a couple of different projects that I want to work on. I'm not gonna lie, things have been busy, especially on the work front. But I am I do want to work on something that's a little quicker, and something that I can commit to. Because that's the tricky part with me, honestly, is the commit to it part. So I'm kind of curious of what Barb and Debbie are going to talk about on their YouTube channel. Sammy's got their great project going on, but it is a little bit of thinner yarn that I just don't seem to. I struggle with thinner yarn. I get frustrated with it. And we all crochet for the joy of it and completing it. Sometimes you want a challenge and sometimes you don't. Sammy has inspired me to practice with thinner yarn though. So every week I take an hour and a half, and I practice with the thinner yarn. And I am getting better with it. That's for sure. My examples are upstairs. Otherwise, I would show you. Maybe I'll bring them down on Sunday. But I do struggle with the thinner yarn. And if it's frustrating, you're less likely to keep at it, right? But I'm going to keep at it because I see so many beautiful things that you all make that's in size 4 or smaller. And they're all just so pretty and adorable. Like I love it. And I don't want to struggle. I want to be able to make those things as well. So I practice an hour and a half underneath Sammy's direction. And I say that just because she's encouraging me, because she's amazing like that. And yeah, so that's what I've been practicing. But now I need something that's super easy in a size 4 and yarn that I'm not going to want to throw out the window, and work on it with you all one day. And you all can giggle at me as I try and use the very medium weight size 4. Nightbot needs another cup of coffee. Yeah, it does. Bonbon agrees. No crochet today from Mary. So far, I was cleaning the house and doing laundry. That'll be me tomorrow, cleaning house, doing laundry, and then Sundays, I just relax and spend some time with you all. At least that's the goal. Kaylee says maybe. It seems like everything is so connected now. Apparently, even incognito windows are now tracking as well. Wow, I don't even know what that is, but if it's a window, like I'm thinking it's a window, Kayleen, that's crazy. So, wow. There is lots of things, like my husband and I will have a conversation, and then, your laptop or your computer, you're on there doing your thing or checking out emails or the news, the weather, and all of a sudden you see a commercial for the thing you were just talking about a half an hour ago. It's kind of crazy, and I really don't think we can hide from it unless you just move out to the boondocks somewhere and get away from it all. I don't know how anybody can do it anymore. But, yeah. So what is everybody working on? I've been babbling here, and muting myself and unmuting myself and telling you guys what's on my plate. What are you all working on? Blankets or stuffies? Kathleen, have you finished? I know you started a blanket and then you stopped out of necessity, because I know you're like me. You don't like too many whips. But what are you working on? See you, Kelly. Gotta go. See you, Fam Jam. Have a good evening with the family. Thanks for stopping by in the comments. You too. Have a good weekend. I'm over here waving. Hi, bye. No, I'm not leaving, though. You're still stuck with me. Hee hee. Yeah, this is a busy time of day. I know it's dinner time and Friday evening. People are trying to get together, wrap things up from their week. And then there's people that work on the weekends too. I've been there, done that. Jen, how's your blanket coming? I wish Jen lived closer to us. She'd be so much fun to hang out with, I think. She'd probably get me in a lot of trouble, though. A baby sweater. Antoinette, that's a good idea, but I think it's a little ambitious for my abilities with size 4 yarn. Oh, you're working on a baby sweater. I have two things going on in my brain. One, what is size 4 yarn that I can go ahead and do that's really easy? See, this is what happens when I ask you guys too many questions at the same time. What should I make? What should I do that's really easy? And then I follow up with another question. 3 songs sent on Discord. Okay, I did get it. Did you hear anything, Diana? I think it's a setting that I have in my streaming platform that I use that turns that Discord sound off for you all. I like this blanket a lot. I really like the colors. I like the pattern. It's getting big. This is the first time I've made a blanket this big. Learned a lesson. The lesson learned, well, the couple of lessons I've learned on this blanket. Biggest lesson I've learned, though, the most impactful, is that size does matter. I definitely made it too big. What I mean by too big is it's a blanket. Can it really be too big? No, I don't think it's really possible. But for what I had it planned for, it's turning out much bigger than I thought it would be. And when I did the chain, the foundation chain, I laid it out on my bed to get an idea of how big it was going to be. But what I'm learning is with this thicker yarn, it's weighing it and it's stretching it a little bit. Now when I put it on my bed, it's much bigger. It's like 4 inches wider than it used to be. So I don't know if that's a chunky yarn thing, but it's a thing that I've learned on this project. I'm sewing a million ends on my Rhythm of Resilience blanket. Ooh, what's that look like, Bon Bon? Are you almost done and that this is your last stage, tying in the ends? I'm going to feel you there with the ends, all these ends. I thought about on Sunday just tying in ends, but I didn't think that'd be very entertaining for you all on Sunday, so maybe I won't do that. Sounds kind of boring, but I actually enjoy tying in ends. It makes me feel like I'm finishing something off. Diana, I didn't want to interrupt you. Okay, well, no noises here. I know I've listened to some people who do live streams and you can hear their Discord go off, and I think it's my Discord, so I thought that's why you were asking it first, Diana. I thought maybe you were trying to figure out how to turn that sound off. But I have heard some live YouTubers and you hear bleep bleep, and I think, oh, somebody's messaging me on Discord, so I look at it and it's not. It was actually their PC that they're streaming from. So I thought at first that's what you were talking about. My yarn is stuck on something here. Remember how I said I've never had my yarn run away on me? Yeah, I shouldn't have said that. Now it wants to run away on me all the time. I think it's just because I said that. And I'll show you when it's done. Gorgeous. Can I put it on the website, Bon Bon? Do I have your permission? I don't want to do it without your permission, so that's why I'm asking. I guess I could have asked you separately, but didn't think about it. I'd love to see that baby sweater too, Antoinette. Are you knitting it or crocheting it? I think you knit and crochet, don't you, Antoinette? I thought, maybe not. Maybe it's Bonbon that knits and crochets. Maybe you both do. The yarn run. The yarn run, I like that. Like chicken run, the yarn run. I like that, Kaylee. That's good. That's a good point. That's funny. Now I'm going to think of a chicken every time it runs away. Chicken run, yarn run. I do have another video I'm going to work on. It's not going to be as long as the Little Red Mitten, but I do have another tour that Sarah and I did at a different yarn shop. It's a little smaller. Well, it's a lot smaller. But I think they might have had just as much stuff squeezed into a smaller space. And I will come out with that one hopefully next week. And hopefully I can make it a little bit of a improvement on it. So, and did everybody like the Christmas music? Do, 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 do. It felt like Christmas walking in there. That was just the vibe you kind of get when you walk into the Little Red Mitten. It's like a Christmas workshop kind of vibe that you get when you walk in there. Oh, Kathleen, upset Nightbot. Let's fix that. Bonbon, Kathleen has a message for you. There we go. Kathleen, I want to see that Bonbon. I'll send it to you in your website. You can share it. Thank you, Bonbon. I appreciate that. I'll let you know, Kathleen, when it's on the website for sure. I know, I love seeing all the crochet stuff too. I sent a picture to somebody that I work with, and it caught a glimpse of my yarn wall, this whole area behind me. And they're like, wow, what's that all about? And I'm like, oh, I like yarn a lot. And I almost told her about my YouTube channel, but I didn't. I haven't done that yet. Like I said, I was a little shy in the beginning. I'm still a little shy. But as much as I talk, you wouldn't know it, right? But I am still a little shy about it. I haven't told anybody at my job except for one person. And that one person is amazing. So, sorry, I got distracted by my stitch there for a second. My yarn was splitting for a moment. So I did a whole row in the beginning of this stitch, in the beginning of the blanket. I did a whole row of these double crochet clusters, but 2 double crochet, and then you skip a chain and then you work into the next one. And don't you know, I did a whole row with just 1 double crochet per instead of 2. I did that last week too. So ever since then, I'm really careful about how many stitches I put in each one. This is a good time to check and make sure I haven't. No, we're good. Oh, it feels so good when we're good. And you ever notice how we focus on the mistakes we make more so than, and I think Debbie's right, the yarn's itching my face a lot lately. But you ever notice that you focus on your mistakes sometimes more than your wins? Anybody else ever feel like that? I think every once in a while we need reminders of all the things we do good and great in the world, and stop focusing on our mistakes all the time. It's important to acknowledge them, but I like thinking about fun things and my wins. So what wins have I had? This blanket is probably 25% done. That's a win for a big blanket like this. I'll take it. I haven't given up on it yet, and I'm really enjoying it. I really like the colors. So those are wins. At work, I got a couple of projects done this week. Those are wins. Just got to remember those little things, right? Love the Christmas music. Aw, thank you. Missed it. I'll have to watch. It's very short, Diana. It's just like a 2.5 minute walkthrough of a yarn shop. It's got Christmas music. I was looking for a type of frame that I could put around the video that had like bells and Christmas bells and holly, but yeah, like I said, I think I've gotten to a point where Clipchamp is just not doing what I want it to do anymore. I wanna grow up a little bit, man, and looking for a program that'll help me step up my game a little bit, but not overwhelm me either. What size is your blanket, Queen? No, it's more like a twin, but it feels like a California King. I used to be able to hold one end, Bonbon. I don't know if I still can or not. I used to be able to hold one end and the other end and extend my arms fully. I guess I still can. Sorta. It still droops a little bit, but it's definitely bigger than I had planned it to be. I was thinking more, but this is the biggest one I've made, at least. I know some people have made king size. I think Barb was telling me she made a king size blanket once, and I think she said she'd also never do it again. It's pretty cool. Very cool colors. Focus on the mistakes. Yes, focus on the mistakes. Focus on the positive, right? Does anybody else have smoke in their area? Where we are, we've had a lot of smoke the last couple of days from the wildfires in Ontario. Luckily, they are not concerningly close to us, but I do feel for those people that they are close to. And it turned the sky like a yellow. The sky was a cloudy yellow color for 2 days. And that was really interesting. The world, I hate to say this is not something to brag about, but the air quality in our city earlier part of this week was the worst in the world because of the wildfires, not because of pollution or those type of things, but because of the wildfires. The air was so bad, and my daughter was outside for about an hour yesterday or the day before, and now she's got a sore throat, and she thinks it's from the time she was outside, but I hope nobody was too affected by that or affected by it at all. That was some excitement over in this area of the world. Bonbon, it's gorgeous. It must weigh a ton with that thick yarn. It's sure going to be cozy for the winter. Absolutely, Bonbon. And that's the one thing I do like about thick yarn, as much as I whine and complain about how I can't use size 4 yarn with pleasure. I love the weight and the heaviness of the blankets. I love that you called that out even. That's one thing I really do enjoy about them. When you're done a thick yarn blanket, you feel like you've got a mattress instead of a blanket. Where'd Jen go? Maybe she had to go cook, or I want to hear about her blanket and how it's coming along. Oh, my chat just caught up. with those orange skies, I thought I woke up on Mars. It was very spooky. It was Bonbon, wasn't it? I think you were even closer, maybe, than we are. I think the closest bit was like 50 minutes, an hour, 50 minutes to an hour in one part of the wildfires. That's as close as it got to us. Sarah says, my dad came in after being out yesterday smelling like he'd been hickory smoked. Yeah, yeah, it does. It smelled like that, 110%. Some people can't stand that smell. I don't mind it. I kind of like the smell of campfire, that kind of thing. Not that, but controlled and purposely fire, not wildfires. Kaylee says, smoke outdoors affects me really bad. Need to stay indoors, which is frustrating for me. Yeah. And that surprises me because I just wouldn't have, just because you do your videos outside mostly, at least the ones I've seen. I haven't watched any this week though, so I got to catch up this weekend. But yeah, it can, people with asthma and other type of problems, it can really affect them, right? Smoke isn't too bad right here, right now, Diana says. Apparently where Grandma Barb is, it must be. She tilted her walk. Too smoky to walk. Yeah, I would say Barb is about 2 hours south of me. I'm in between Barb and the wildfires. And I know how bad it was here. So it just probably took a little bit longer to get to Barb. When I say Barb is like 2 hours away, that's as a crow flies. There is a huge Great Lake in between us. So it is a little longer than it sounds. A lot of people up here are going to cottage country this time of year. A lot of my coworkers that crochet and knit, we talk sometimes, and they're gathering up there with bags for their weekend on the lake trips coming up. Anybody have any trips coming up, vacations planned, or even stay vacations? I know I will be gone 1 week in August. I'll be away, and I don't know if I'll be able to go live that week. The internet is okay. I wouldn't say it's great though. There was a couple of times we were there last year and I had to use the hotspot on my phone, which isn't a problem, but I don't want to guarantee that I'm going to be here when I don't know that I will be. So the last week of August, I'll be popping off for a week. If I do come live, it'll be a surprise to me as much as it is to you. Hopefully something will line up and I can actually do it. So we'll see. Let's see here. Erica, we've had smoky days here lately. BC, Southern Interior. Did you have wildfires out in that area too, Erica? We've been so focused on the ones close to us. Normally, they're farther out in your direction or Quebec. But we've been so worrying about the ones closer to us that I haven't been keeping up with the rest of Canada. I guess Wisconsin has been bad. Yeah, Jerry is up in that area. I didn't think about that because there's Thunder Bay, Ontario. A little babble here. Thunder Bay, Ontario is right near some of the wildfires, and Wisconsin is not far from there. It's like on the other side of the border of the lake a little bit. I really need to travel around a little bit more. Canada is such a big country, and the population of Canada is only the same amount to help you perspect The population of Canada is the same as the state of California, or they're very close. I don't know it down to the exact number, but they're the same million. I think the last time I checked it was like 38 million, maybe. But Canada is a huge country and I want to see more of it. Haven't seen enough of it yet, is what I was trying to get at. But people don't realize how few people actually are in Canada compared to its size. There's a little bit of lore. Where's Brianna with her lore comment? All right, time to flip the blanket and cut this color and set up a new one. Put that there. Just going to switch colors here for a minute. I think I have my next one all set up. And another label bites the dust. Go into this dark blue. It's Air Force blue. Do a color change. You know how I used to change my colors before I found a yarn over hook video? I think it was a yarn over hook video. I used to always change my colors by tying in the end, and then, you know, chain two and start over with a new color. But luckily I have learned, and I now know how to actually change colors without having to cut the yarn. So there's another win I have to remember, right? One. Oops, nope, that's right. What am I doing? Let's see if I do it right. Now, here I am bragging about, oh, I know how to change colors, and I'm not even doing it right. Let's try that again. No wonder I'm forgetting what I'm doing. I have to pull this out. It's part of the last stitch. So let's try that again. And now. And chain two. And through and turn. There we go. Okay, let me catch up now. Kaylee says, colors for the soul. Yes, definitely asthmatic most of my life. We quite often have fires on the mountain. Oh, that's rough. That's rough. Especially when it comes down into a valley like that. Does it ever pollute the water too? I was just curious. And I'm sorry that it's something you've had to struggle with for quite a while. Bon says, I spent 4 days near Kingston to hang out with my real life cousins as opposed to our YouTube cousins at Barb's. That is funny. I would think they're all cousins. We're all cousins here. Just nobody gets married, right? Erica, yes, a few fires so far. Not close by the smoke, but has been bad. Yeah. You guys had it really rough, though, Erica. Was it last year or the year before? And it was devastating, wasn't it? If I remember right. You guys had it. You guys deserve a break. That's for sure. So on this blanket, I'm working on the granny clusters. Well, they're only 2 double crochet, but this is the nice part. It's mindless, but almost too mindless, because as I told you guys earlier, I accidentally only did 1 double crochet instead of 2. But it's a nice project and I'm enjoying it, but I definitely need to come up with something for in between. If you're curious, what time is it? Okay. If you're curious, on Sunday we are probably going to play a game of real or fake. What it is I tell you the name of a pattern and you have to decide, is that a real pattern name or is that a fake pattern name? Just a light and easy game. Last week we played 2 truths and a lie. And this week we're going to play, is it fake or is it real? And they're just names, because you should see the names. They're crazy names. Some of the real ones are even crazy, so I think it'll definitely be a little challenging, but not too challenging to make you feel like you're back in school or anything. Oops. Get in there. There we go. I haven't even watched. This week was so busy. I was so tired. I was tired. I didn't even watch Barb this week. I think I got in there once and fell asleep sitting up watching her. Not because she's not entertaining. That's the craziest channel I've ever seen. In a good way. But it was a busy one. And Antoinette, I hope one day I can make a baby sweater. That would be amazing. And see, other reason why I thought you were suggesting I should make a baby sweater is because, I don't know if you know, but I'm going to be a grandmom in a couple of months. And I had been just talking about that before I jumped on the live. So that's why I thought also Antoinette was suggesting. Amen, in a good way. Yes, it's definitely in a good way. What is Barb's channel? Barb's channel is Grandma's Crochet Corner, but corner is spelled with a capital K. And she does crochet. She also talks about some healthy lifestyle and has a whole crew of, she's got like 2 audiences on her channel. She's got her crochet people, she has her carnivore and keto people, and then she has people that are all of those things. She's quite versatile. She also creates music and has a music channel. She's the multi-talented OG, the original grandma. And on that note, I'm going to tie this up. Is Jen around? I don't want to I don't want to say the questions in case Jen was around, because I know she likes the games, but yeah. Yeah, I think I'm subscribed. I watched her live the other day. She's got a crochet where she only talks about crochet at 7 p.m. East Coast, Eastern Standard Time today as well, Kaylee, if you want to check it out. Would love to have you. She co hosts it with Debbie, and it's crochet only during that hour. So for those of us who follow her purely. Well, I don't follow her purely for crochet, but for those who do, that's definitely the best time to catch her. It's fun and entertaining. They've got a good agenda on their live. And so, if anybody wants to participate, I guess Jen had to take off for dinner, do some dishes or something like that. She's sometime doing that during this time period. Antoinette was talking about I was asking Antoinette about her dog earlier, who's a little under the weather. And my first question for you all is, what is Antoinette's dog's name? Do you remember by any chance? Does anybody remember Antoinette's dog's name? Anybody? And if you, I don't want to give any hints, but does anybody remember us talking about it? Bonbon, you're so close. You're just missing the spelling. Did you want to try one more time? And Bonbon follows Antoinette pretty closely, I think. Let's see here. Thank you. And the other day, I was with a lady and a man, and I don't think I caught their names. Okay. And the other day was okay, she has panel nights on Saturdays, Mondays, sometimes Fridays. Hey, Jen, there's Jen. I knew she'd come around for the contest. Jen, the question was, I was talking to Antoinette about her dog earlier. What was her dog's name? Do you remember by any chance? Yeah, Kathleen at least remembers talking about it. Yep. And then while Antoinette's dog's name, yeah. I can't remember the correct spelling. Keva. Thank you very much, Bonbon. Bonbon wins. Win-win. Yay, Bonbon. Sorry, there's no prize for this one, but I do have a plan. I'm laying out something so I can continue to give prizes but not have to pay postage and the tariffs, taxes, stuff, all that stuff. So I'm working on something. I don't want to talk about or announce anything formal yet, but I will have a monthly prize. And I just need to figure out the technicalities of it because I want to be able to offer it to everybody if I can offer it to despite their location if possible. I think as creators and those of us who do have giveaways, that's our goal. Just there's technicalities that sometimes make it a little more difficult. Jen, you got it. You just didn't spell it right. Sounds good. Good job. Yay, Bonbon. And runner-up, Jen. Good job, ladies. Oh, no prizes. You get bragging rights, Jen. We go by bragging rights mostly, except once a month we will have a contest. I'm just figuring out the details of that. But thank you so much. I appreciate you all. And Sunday, I'm either going to be tying in ends or working on something that really got me going tomorrow, which will be yesterday on Sunday. Let's just make this as confusing as possible. We're also going to play a game of real or fake with pattern names. See what you think. Do you really know the patterns that are out there and what their names are and the silly themes that we have out there in crochet as well? The fun. I shouldn't say silly. I should say fun themes. Right? You never know what you're going to find out there. Yeah, it's just about the fun. And I'm glad you got a little nap in, Jen, because I think I think it might be panel night tonight at Barb's. Not 110% sure. I know it can be, and sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. But I heard through the grapevine today might be. Her name means gentle and kind. Oh, thank you so much, Antoinette, for sharing that. What's it from? Is it from a certain location, region? I'm just curious. I love short names, and I don't like, I'm funny about names, but although one of my daughters has a very long name, it's ironic. But thank you so much, everybody. I'm going to cut it there, and thank you for hanging out with me. I will be around on Sunday, but I will be at a parade on Sunday early afternoon when I normally go live, so it'll be later in the afternoon, a little different than what I normally do, but we have to adjust for life and different things. So thank you so much for coming. Thank you again for watching those 2 videos that I put up today. And as I learn to get them out faster, I'll put out some more. And you all have an awesome weekend. Thank you. Bye. 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 Are you still here? Are they still here? Do I sound like Barbie from Toy Story? Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Okay. Bye.